This is the new Sport Pro Air 390, and this is a bit of a warning. What you're about to see is probably the nicest looking porch awning that you're likely to see. You see here, that's 3.9 meters with two large bay windows at the front. Those bay windows can come in at either side and toggle in and fasten there if you wanted to have that free space there. Extra pegging points on the bottom as well. And that is just so pretty. One thing that you'll also notice as well is you'll notice that there is a peak on the top there in the middle. The reason behind that is that should help prevent water pooling, and if you can look how it's almost shaped at each end, like I said, that prevents water pooling and keeps the water running off all the time. But look at that, it's unbelievable. That. Let's have a look inside now. So if you're just standing in here now, just look at how much light is coming through here. It's honestly, this is probably one of the nicest looking porch awnings that I've seen. So I'll start off at one side and I'll work my way around about why I love it. So as you can see here, this looks pretty bog standard. So this is where you'll put your rear pad poles. That spongy there, that's to create the tightest possible seal against the side of your caravan. But to give it another added layer, what they've also put on now are these suction cups. So that will fasten in there and that will go there. So that should once again give it an extra layer to try and keep the breeze and the draft from the awning. You've got a mesh panel there. So as you can see, the door is wound back. So once again, that's the same both sides. So if you wanted to have both those mesh panels open, it just means then that you can bring that through and get that bit of air circulating. Another thing as well, which I absolutely love about this, is the curtains and the curtain system. So as you can see, the curtains can zip across, but they're not just normal material. It's sort of like a high quality cotton material. So that just means that you can have the curtains. This means you can have the curtains looking like that. You know, and for me, that makes a massive difference rather than just having your conventional zipping curtains and your zipping parts as well. But you don't just have to have it like that. If you wanted to, you can take the curtains out and you can roll them up there as well. So if you wanted to have them completely out of the way, you can do that as well. And then just the girth of these beams, because ultimately, you know, this would be quite a lot of weight just coming through you know, the air tubes, but to compensate for that, they've obviously increased the size of the air tubes as well. So as part of this as well, you're going to have the option for the two-person clip-in bedroom. Also, it'll have the same roof liner size as the Sportlight 390 as well. So that means that, you know, if you've got a Sportlight now and you wanted to upgrade to the Sport Pro, then you'll be able to do that as well. So as you can see, it's quite windy here, but it's so rigid and so firm. The section for the Lumilinks as well, and you've got the elements of the Velcro here so that you can attach your Lumi lights to it as well. And what you can also see from here as well is just that little bit of a peak in the middle that we had a look at outside. It's going to have a new carpet as well throughout the range, so rather than it being that awful treadlight stuff, they're going to have, you know, a much better type of carpet. Now, one thing that I'm really looking forward to as well, that's going to be a big thing in 2025. So historically, fixed porch awnings have been designed to fit awning rails between 235 and 250. It's always normally been aimed at caravanners, for example. Then a little while ago, a manufacturer designed a zip system, which now means that their awnings could cover 235 to 265. But now with this Outdoor Revolution double zip system, that porch awning, or this fixed porch awning, is going to cover rail heights of 235 to 280 centimetres. So that means that it's going to cover probably 90% of, it's going to cover probably 90% of the motorhome market. So that means that if you've got, like we have a Fiat Ducato on a Fiat Ducato, a Chawson on a Fiat Ducato base, we could have something like that on our motorhome, and on probably 80% of motorhomes now, you'll be able to have something like that attached to your wind out sun canopy. And I just think that is absolutely gorgeous.